is going on? Jimmy J Promo Nights. It is yours truly, the mouthpiece of the Northeast, Jimmy J, and this is another episode of the You Know What Show. Yeah, you guessed it, the Jimmy J Show. And this week, we're taking a trip, baby. We are taking a trip to Camp Crystal Lake. And we're going to be talking to the one and the only, the man, the sack is back on the attack. Warrington Gillette going to be joining us today. I appreciate each and every one of you that have jumped on and supported. This is only the third episode, and we're going to keep things rocking and rolling over here. I see Johnny already in the chat. What's going on, buddy? We are keeping it moving. For those that have not done so already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe below. Ring that notification bell. Like, share, subscribe. You know the deal, baby. We are going to get into it today. If you haven't followed us on Twitch, please check us out, twitch.tv/horror_365. And we are going to be, matter of fact, why wait? Let's get him on right now. Let's bring the man himself. The sack is back, baby. Warrington Gillette. Here we go. Oh, Jason 2.
Whoa. Yeah.
My man. Oh, dude, I'm excited to have you on because like I told some of my team members, look at this, the sack. He got the sack ready to go. You better be careful. There it is. I told some of the team, I said, with you and I on, it's the mega powers. The promo machines are here. And you, sir, before we get into what we're going to be talking about, Bloody Social, of course, the big book release, a lot to talk about there. And there it is. Look at that. Oh, man. Look at that cover.
Oh,
that cover is sharp.
Who the hell launches a book, a killer thriller, with a naked supermodel in diamonds? Whoa.
Diamonds. There we go. It's looking extra sexy, that book cover. I got to tell you.
Yeah, there's that murder weapon, that oleander flower. Woo, woo, woo. Damn. Look at her.
Let's look at that. Look at that right there. Murder in Palm Beach, Bloody Social. My guys,
yes,
Johnny in here. Mike, what's up, John? Mike Black, what's going on, Mikey? I appreciate it. Bottle of black and a big sack. Mikey says, Freddie, what's going on, bud? So, Warrington, I am excited to get into this about Bloody Social and about upcoming festivities, but I have to ask you your promos, because this is what enamors me. Dude, I don't see anybody doing promos out here like you do. You're styling and profiling. I got to know who your inspirations are and how do you just create this magic on the screen?
Well, the first impetus was to make something to help promote myself and the actual con wherever they were nice enough to invite me to. So then I figured, okay, so I want to promote the con, a shout out to the con, but I thought it would be really cool if I put myself on the set and got myself character and then try to tell the story, whatever the story might be. Camp Crystal Lake is water, so he's always in the water. He's in the lake. He's gonna assault. Where the hell are those campers? Where are them campers? So I've set up a lot of stunts with campers, and then I get into it. I try to make the running time 1 minute. Most of the time it goes to 2. The last one I posted up, it kind of goes into 3 because it's half. Where am I going? What am I doing? And then the other half is Bloody Social has finally arrived. Yeah.
This is big.
No one's doing them. So I go to the set. I'm spending money filming them. A lot of them I film myself. I got 3 cameras rolling. So most of the time I do it in one take. 3 cameras rolling. I got underwater cameras going. I might have a camera up in a tree shooting down. And I underwrite the cost of it all. So it's my little present to the con operator.
And I don't see many people, if any, doing it like that, promotional wise. So you're adding a whole other layer, to not only promotion, but the event itself. And, you know, it takes a lot. It's a lot of work. I know, especially doing promotional work, you know, with the editing, with the different camera angles.
You have one day basically to go and shoot it, and then another day to edit it. And in our case, we do it on Adobe Premiere.
Okay.
And you'll notice that I always put my own music on there. I'm not stealing Manfredini music, and I might 5 seconds, like on that the one before the last one I just posted. That's Manfredini, but no more than 5 seconds. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And then I got to get into music that I buy that I have the rights to.
Oh, absolutely. Because, you know, that's important. You know, you don't want to get any copyright hits or strikes.
If we wanted to, I've never posted one up on YouTube, but if we wanted to, we could. And it's my music. I have the rights to it, and they check immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't have the license on the music, they'll bump you right off.
Yeah, no, 100%. They're on top of that immediately. So if like I post something and, you know, it's something that has some sort of copyright issues in it, it's like 5 seconds, like 1 minute, not even.
They know immediately. So you got to be 1 second. They know immediately who has the copyright to the damn song that you put on. And I don't like in Friday 13th case, I don't want Manfredini coming to me saying, dude, you use my music all the time, unauthorized. It's like, dude, I've never used it once.
Yeah, I know. And, you know, Harry, one thing about Harry, I met him one time. I had an experience with him at an event that we had. He is incredible, in my opinion. He has so many stories. And you sit there.
I know. He's a consummate musician. He's a consummate composer. He has an enormous background, education, his career. He's extremely knowledgeable. So if you put him on stage on a panel discussion, he'll be the most knowledgeable one up there.
No, 100%. That's the truth, because he was in the panel and he was telling stories. He knew like everything about everything Friday the 13th. And you know,
everything. I've done a couple of panels with him, and I listen very carefully to everything he has to say. He is something else. And you know, they were very smart to use an expert like that in musical composition, you know, that knows the business. And he really, without his music, the brand, it wouldn't have been the same as it is today.
No, I mean, it's just the score. You hear the first two notes, you know.
Oh, yeah, he builds tension. He builds the drama, builds the tension. Yeah, he's brilliant as far as I'm concerned.
Well, Warrington, I got to ask you, inspirations, again, promotional work that you do, you got to be a Ric Flair guy.
Am I what?
You have to be a Ric Flair guy, because I get a lot of Ric Flair in your promos. I hear the rules.
I don't know who Ric Flair is, but I just do them myself, and I don't really have any benchmark to go by.
Oh, man, it's absolutely incredible. So I give you credit on that. Scott says one of the two Jasons I haven't met yet, Scott N., and he's a big convention goer as well. Shout out to Scott. Our Life in Horror, what's going on? So I guess I want to get into, because what I want to know, and I want you to talk about, is Bloody Social, about this book, this massive release, Friday the 13th. And I know you were at a convention during that weekend, and I was upset because look at that. Look at it. Just talk to us about this book. And I know you can't unveil too much about it, but for those that don't know, what is this about? Bloody Social, Murder in Palm Beach.
Well, let me read you a couple of things here right off the flap. All right. And right off the flap, it says Bloody Social, Murder in Palm Beach. Scandal, wealth, power, drugs, wild sex, black magic. A jaw-dropping killer thriller where betrayal is served up on a silver platter. And revenge is not just revenge is dished out, dripping in diamonds and blood. In the glittering paradise of Palm Beach, this is part murder mystery, part social expose. and full throttle drama, drenched in opulence and sin. A story that grabs reader by the throat and never lets him go. Woo!
Yep.
The curse of Friday 13th is real, and the rich can't buy their way out. Blood is thicker than money, and I kill for daddy. Woo! Welcome to Palm Beach, where money rules, secrets fester, and scandal is the currency of the elite. But beneath the glamour, something wicked simmers. Sex, drugs, scandal, black magic, money, and polo. Woo-hoo!
I love it. Yeah, this is and now this is the killer thriller. This is based on true events.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, my father went to Palm Beach. He was very well known. He left me probably I was 3 years old up in Maryland in the horse country. He goes down there. He marries a full-on steel heiress and tobacco heiress. He's married to her like 30 years. Then suddenly on Friday 13th rolls around. She calls a lunch with a pedophile priest, my father, and they have it at their home. And he drops dead after lunch.
Oh my God.
So then I'm the kind of guy, I get on the scene the next day and then I go, well, this isn't right. What the hell was in the lunch?
Yeah.
She goes on a big cruise on the Côte d'Azur with her new boyfriend. What? Then they come back. He moves in the house. She sent me a box of pots and pans and said, shove it in memory of your father. I go, oh, really? Is that the way you want to play? I pick up the phone, call a buddy of mine, Richard Johnson, who's famous for writing Page 6 in the New York Post. He makes above the fold story. Jason accuses mother of murder, stepmother of murder. Plot thickens. Jason, oh yeah, it is insane, the articles that came. So before long, we had a national scandal on our hands that I write about in the acknowledgement. Plot thickens, plot twist, southbound socialite curse strikes again. So next thing you know, we got a national scandal that I accused my stepmother of murder.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Then I try to figure out, okay, let's make a movie. Let's make an indie film. Now Jason's going to get revenge of the death of the father. That's plausible.
Yeah.
That's the foundation that Shakespeare created Hamlet, to get revenge for the loss of his father, because his uncle was screwing his mother. They killed Hamlet's father. Now we've all of a sudden created a modern day Hamlet. Yeah. He's going to be a sympathetic vigilante. Everyone's going to love him. It's the little man against the big man in America's richest town. What? So after many years of trying to develop the indie film, Bloody Social, Murder Palm Beach, I finally then said, you know what? We got some incredible fans out there. I spent 1.5 years trying to convert the screenplay to the novel.
Nice.
So once we finally got the novel, and then I got a really compelling, wait, Margaret, you see under her chin? That's the oleander flower.
I see that. Yep.
That's the murder weapon that the Black Widow used to kill her husband. It's the most dangerous flower in the world.
Oh, look at that. Yep. There it is.
So if you ingest any part of that, you're going to immediately die. You'll have a cardiac arrest and die. Meanwhile, the Black Widow goes, I don't know what happened. My husband just had a heart attack. What the hell?
Oh, gee, look
at
that.
I spent 1.5 years to make the novel form. And here you see, the great tagline that you saw in the clip that, this is a town where the blackest hearts and the beautiful turquoise water, blue waters of the Atlantic Ocean and the white sandy beaches are about to turn blood red. Woo!
And
it's
you know
coming,
what,
baby?
I'm going to tell you. I want to show a clip from that latest promo when you were at Palm. I'm going to show that right now. As a matter of fact,
the fans of Jason are worldwide. They're strong. I got a big con coming in Mexico. I got a big one coming in Germany. Weekend of Hell. We have the power to make this a bestseller.
And listen, you know what? And this is what's great about it. When you go to a convention, they can see you, they can get a copy of this book. They can chat with you about it. They get it signed. And I want to speak on, another event that, you're going to be a part of on September 27th, which is going to be at the Waldorf Estate of Fear up here, Lehighton, Pennsylvania. Angie and the Waldorf. This is a filming location of Hell House LLC. You'll be out there. We're putting together Horror 365, Angie, the Waldorf, yourself, Warrington Gillette, Jason too, baby. We're coming out and we're doing it big with a bloody social party. It's going to be
we're coming. Whoa.
I'm telling you, man, it's going to be something special. We got food, we got drinks, we got the bloody social cocktail. You're going to be hanging for 2 hours with yourself and the Horror 365 team. We got free raffles throughout those 2 hours. Look at this, man. This is going to be amazing. We are going to walk that long Memorial Mile, and we are going to style and profile that night. And we have a live Horror 365 show. Warrington's going to be there. It's going to be a great night.
Hey, listen, I think you got to have a cocktail party. I'll pay for the drinks. I don't care. We'll have, everybody come have a good time. I'm very impressed with Angie. I did speak to her once on our Zoom call. She's great. Congrats to her for having her 20th anniversary. Oh, man, good for her. Good for her. That's a lot to say.
Yeah,
so we'll have a little party. I don't care. We'll give the fans free drinks. I'll get them.
We're going to get some.
One day we're going to launch a drink. It's going to be called the Bloody Social Cocktail. Woo! I'll figure it out. I'll formulate it.
This is gonna be an experience more than anything for the fans, because it's not going to be like your average convention. They're going to come out, they're going to hang out with you. There's a book signing we're going to be doing. We're going to have this whole cocktail hour. We'll have drinks. We're going to have food, raffles, and then ribbon cutting for the 20 years of Fear at the Waldorf at 7 p.m. Everything's on the site. You guys can check it out. WaldorfEstateOfFear.com. This is a haunted attraction location. So after the Bloody Social, see Warrington, get your book signed, go to the attractions, have fun. That's what we're going to be having September 27th. And we're going to be talking about that in the weeks and months upcoming. But, right now I want to show a clip because I want to show the fans that haven't seen you in action. I got to show them a little something here. The man's dressed, white suit, dressed up.
And I made a clip for you by one of my big trees. That's like an old oak tree or whatever the hell it was.
That was amazing. No, that was great, man. You did a great job with that one. This one with the white suit looking like Frank Nitti from The Untouchables. I got to show you right here. Here we go.
And you got to look closely because the white suit is the same white suit. Yeah, the book cover is better than a postcard. It's the same. It's the exact same suit as here on the book cover.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
white linen suit, red tie. Oh, yeah. And I love that white linen suit. Here he comes, man.
Here it goes right here. Right here.
I can't believe this day has arrived. Wow, we're here in Palm Beach, Florida. My favorite place in the world. There's the Atlantic Ocean. There's the finest shopping in the world, Worth Avenue right there. My fabulous killer thriller entitled Bloody Social, Murder in Palm Beach has finally arrived. Oh yeah, it is here, and it is going to get launched on our big day, Friday the 13th. And it is a chilling masterpiece based on a true story that is drenched in diamonds, deception, and blood. That's right. And it is full of sex, drugs, scandal, black magic, murder, money, and polo. Woo! The blackest hearts and the beautiful blue turquoise waters of the Atlantic Ocean and the white sandy beaches are going to turn blood red. And now, Jason, it's time to kill for daddy.
Time to kill for daddy. I love it. Let's go, man. That was great, man. You were on the strip over there. You were styling, profiling, and doing what you do best. And I got a comment here from Swift. It says, Jimmy J Entertainment, I don't know if I can call you Mr. Excitement anymore. Dub G is giving you a run for your money. I love it. I love it. Keep it going. But yeah, this is.
Hey, yeah, that was the beautiful coral clock tower on the Atlantic Ocean. And then you stroll on down Worth Avenue, and there are the big pillars there, the entrance of Worth Avenue. And, not everybody could create a killer thriller that takes place on this island. It's a barrier reef. And yeah, we got a sitting president now. So not everyone going to say, I got a murder thriller in Trump's backyard. What?
What?
We're going to put this book in Chinese because they're going crazy for this damn thing.
Oh, yeah. Listen, we got to get.
I mean, President Xi flies in. There he is. He parked plane next to Air Force One. He comes on in there, had a little chocolate cake. He's hanging by the pool. Man, they caught some Chinese spies sneaking in there. You know what? We got a murder thriller on this island? What? And it's spearheaded by Jason? What?
By Jason himself. Jason too, baby. And I'll tell you right now with that Chinese, listen, as long as they're going to, get rid of the tariffs, we should be good. If China comes in, oh wait a minute,
that's another political argument we don't want to have. But hey, you know what? What we do want, they're the largest country in the world that are walking around with credit cards. You know how many Chinese people have a credit card?
0.
And they buy things. They go on Amazon. They buy a book. Oh my God!
And we got Steve. Steve Tease is joining us right now. Steve, welcome to the show.
Hey, guys.
Hola, Steve. How are you, my man?
What did I miss?
What did you miss? You missed it all.
Oh, my God. What did you miss? We've been talking a half hour, all kinds of things.
Joe Gallo chimes in 2 times. I tried to meet him. He stopped the line right as it was my turn 2 times in 2 different years. I gave up. Joe, don't worry. The 27th, be out there.
Third time's the charm. Just kidding.
Third time's the charm. We got a question real quick. Tony, hey, Warrington, what was the Jason sack hood made out of? And also, do you still have it?
Well, it was kind of like a white burlappy kind of material, the sack head. Everything that I make is kind of burlap, like this one, it was a copy of the murders that were going on in Texas, the town that dreaded sundown. So it was actually a potato sack. So that could have been cotton and burlap, kind of a fabric, and the actual size of your head, because this actual serial killer was walking around with it on his head. That's where they thought of it. They didn't just have this epiphany and say, "Oh, let's put a sack on his head." They took it as American history.
Yeah, no, makes sense. But
sure.
Steve, welcome to the madness over here, brother. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm excited to be here. We just had a little dinner for a little birthday girl, so just happy to be here and catch up with you guys.
Oh, happy birthday to Maddie, by the way. Steve, your daughter, happy birthday, Maddie.
13th birthday. That's a killer one, huh?
13.
Whoa, that's a big mark there.
Yeah.
We've been having a great talk. We've been having a great talk about the evolution of Bloody Social, what's going on there. And I'm excited. We're rolled out with it.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about the book. Warrington read a little something from the book, and we don't want to unveil too much because we want the fans to get the full experience when they get the book. I want them to be immersed in this story, which was based on true events, what Warrington was talking about. And we talked briefly about the 27th event with Angie at the Waldorf. And Swift in the building. Eric, it says King of the Roman Empire is here. Salute, Steve.
All right, man. We got to figure at the House of Fear or whatever. You have your venue, and then we could have a Jason memorabilia moment, and then they could get a signed book.
For sure. Yeah.
And then I'll have a cocktail party, whether it's Friday night or Saturday night, and I underwrite the drinks. So they'll just come and have a good time.
For sure. Now, I spoke to Jimmy before, and we just wanted to introduce the fans on this idea of what we wanted to do as a special occasion, not only to celebrate the 20 years of the haunt, but to have you involved. And the timing couldn't have been more perfect to celebrate this. And since you're in the area of Pennsylvania, this is like a really good opportunity for fans to get there, have fun at the haunt, but it's going to be a full night attraction, right? So Warrington's our
And it's
special guest.
It's only Saturday night, or we'll do another event maybe Friday night, Saturday night.
So
the Saturday.
The event in itself will be Saturday. We could definitely expand some options, but for the main event, we're gonna have the bloody social beforehand, right? Jimmy can. I'm sure he's talk about the tier opportunities too. Just social, food, drink, getting to know Warrington, answer some questions, but really delve into this book of the bloody social, how it really just ties into his life, right? This is really kind of an unofficial documentary of what you went through with your dad. So really interesting.
Well, that's
story.
kind of the setup. And in Act 1, we're kind of establishing characters. I make a big effort to establish the setting. Where does the story take place? I paint the picture as well as I can, so people around the world, they're going to get a real vivid picture, like Ocean's 11. Or, I really established that. Then I build the father-son relationship. I take you out in the middle of the Gulf Stream. We catch a world record-sized marlin. Jason doesn't want to kill the marlin. He releases it. Then they come home early. That's when they catch the wife fornicating under the tree of life.
The tree of life.
And anyway, it goes. The crazy characters are established, conspirators established. They're all loathsome. And then ultimately you will push Jason over the edge. What does it take to push him over the edge? And he snaps. And that's Act 3. And that's called Game On. And that's when the conspirators are going to get whacked. Whacked in the most glorious, dramatic manner that this brain could create. And I try to make it dynamic and interesting and to build a love story in there too. And all kinds of fun things are going on. And then the name of the character is Jason.
For sure.
And he is getting revenge for his father. Oh, yeah. I even got a strip club in it. A 5-star
strip club in there
called the Moulin Rouge. Oh, my God.
Oh, wait a minute. It's soaked in blood and diamonds, baby.
Because the fellow that marries the Black Widow, his name is, Pablo Rodriguez. He's got another love interest that happens to be a Russian stripper.
Oh, boy.
Natasha.
No,
so
that
creates the dynamic of how the story is going to end, because it's very good for Pablo to have another love interest. History and love repeats itself.
Sure.
And you will see what is the best revenge and how Jason serves it up.
You'll
see it served up, and this time revenge is not just served up ice cold. This time it's served up dripping in diamonds and blood.
Diamonds and blood, walking that long immortal aisle in the strip club. Go ahead, Steve.
So Warrington, I was talking to Jimmy earlier today. When this happened in your life, how old were you?
It was about 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, I was probably 35.
So this was at a convention, you said, on Friday the 13th too. That's a good question, Steve.
Take that.
Yeah, and that's I'll take a swig of seltzer for that one.
For sure.
But look at this; it's a green screen, so you can't even see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're in Camp Crystal Lake right now, so.
Yeah, man, I'm hanging
with Camp Crystal Lake.
I'm hanging at the camp, man. So this happened. Now it makes sense because Steve, thank you for that question, because
for sure
10 years ago, this happened. Unfortunately, and you said it was Friday the 13th.
No, more. I would have to say more. Maybe 15 years ago, and I've been talking about the screenplay in panel discussions and readings and parties I had in New York. Yeah, I've been talking about it 10 years by saying, look, we've got to make this. Keep in mind, everyone asks you the same question. Oh, Warrington, what are you working on now? What are you working on now?
Yeah, I mean,
I responded to that question by saying, "Oh, I'm working on nothing." No. Oh, matter of fact, I got a project. Then I would indicate some ideas related to it. And what is your opinion? 100% of the time, they were supportive. Said, "Go, make it happen. Make it happen."
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, just the whole script itself from the story that you told me, I didn't read the book yet, but from what you told me, this would make a hell of a good movie, in my opinion. But we do it one step at a time. We got to grow awareness to this book because it is interesting, and even more so interesting that it is based on a true story. I think people that alone will draw attention, because anytime I hear based on true events or inspired by true events, I want to know more about whatever it is. John Henderson.
We also have to know that there were never any charges. There was never an autopsy. So it is a sudden, mysterious death of my father. Sure, there were suspicions. Of course, there were all kind of laws broken. Like, you can only make so many conclusions based on circumstantial evidence, but no one ever got charged, indicted, or convicted. So it's basically a nightmare, and I established that pretty hard. I established that very hard in the acknowledgement and in the dedication. Let me give you a great line out of the dedication page. This is kind of interesting to hear, and it says, to those affected by the accusation, scandal, and tabloid firestorm that followed your death, I'm sorry. I'm speaking to my father. I'm sorry. But through the veil of fiction, I found something real. This is just a story, just a nightmare. Okay? But stories are how we survive when reality refuses to give us closure. Rest in peace, Dad. We'll meet again in heaven. With love, your son, Warrington.
That's great. That's a beautiful testimony.
So between the acknowledgement and the dedication, it's very clear that this is just a hell of a story. Sit back, have a great time. It's a hell of a story. So, and the woman, the Black Widow, is dead. So it's not like I'm going to get a lawsuit for libel because she's gone.
Yeah. No. So what? You know what? That was beautifully said. What you wrote.
People will really enjoy reading. I spent a lot of time creating the chapter names in Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. Act 3 is when it's game on. You will love the chapter names. Oh my God, they're outrageous. And then I got to show you this incredible graphic I designed. And this is the gateway into this world. That's my vaginal Rolls Royce.
That's cool. That's cool.
Look at that. Wait, that little thing on the top, is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is?
That's the gateway into this nightmare.
Oh,
and you see the Black Lab on there. He's a hero with the story. He was the best friend of my father.
Is that V for Vendetta? Is that what it is?
That's it, man. V for vengeance. Vengeance, bitches.
Oh, I love it. Oh, man, that was great, Warrington.
I'm excited to I've known Warrington probably since like 2018. We have spoke about this for a long time, and I'm really excited that it's in paper form, because what I was going to say before too is every great movie builds that fandom, and eventually it's based on a book, right? And you have this kind of social awareness, people get it, and then they finally want to see it on the big screen. So to really have it in this full context allows you to tell your story in its full way. And once we get that attention, fans are going to want to see this eventually on the big screen, right? So I think this is a really
trust me. I got many high net worth people that if I go to them and say, "Look at this bestseller," oh yeah, let's make it into a film, they'll back it. The many will back it, or I don't know, maybe it's a Netflix series. To me, it's certainly more. It could be more compelling. White Lotus is fun because of the setting. It takes you to some very glamorous locations. Everybody loves Thailand. Oh, wow. Oh, I got to go over to Bangkok for a meeting. Oh, my God. They're taking you on a dream. All these very picturesque, romantic, tropical. And I do the same thing in Bloody Social.
Right.
The reason polo gets into it because it's the polo capital now of the world. I play polo, and I made the money manager of the Black Widow Apollo Patron, which means he owns his own team.
Nice. No, I mean, I love how you put everything together in it. And I really I'm interested in reading this whole book because I want to give you my thoughts on it. But I'm already loving it, the story. So I want the fans also, they have to, like, it doesn't do justice from what you're saying. And I tell everybody this too. You know, you can hear from somebody else, and you guys know this, whatever, even if it's a movie. Oh, yeah, I think this, and that in a movie. You got to watch it for yourself, just like you got to read it for yourself and get a feel for it. Get immersed in this novel right here, Bloody Social. It's out. I mean, even right now, if it's not a convention, can they get this? Can they order it, fans, anywhere? Or is it just strictly at conventions right now?
No, you all can check it out. I believe it's up on Amazon right now. That was our launch date. However, It's better if you buy it from me, and then I can sign it the way novels are really signed. And, you know, you have it signed in a ballpoint pen, like in the beginning, like right in here. You know, that's the way, you know, and you have it personalized and signed and then numbered. It has to be numbered of the first series. That's important. And I circle that.
Yep,
but
right.
that will ultimately be bought right off the website, bloodysocialbook.com. And then I'm going to have an audio version, a digital version. I want to produce the audio version, really cool. And then you'll download it. And then where some of the characters are speaking, you know, quotes, because it'll go into first person. I want to have those types of people speaking when their story speaks. And then I shift back into storytelling. And then I will read the parts when Jason is running off at the mouth.
Oh, so wait a minute. That's what I want to know.
He'll be speaking in Spanish and English and Spanish. You know, Pablo Rodriguez is talking, and then Charlie, she's talking.
So hold on, you're doing the voice work, right? You're doing the voiceover work for
only
Jason?
when my character speaks. But then I'm going to try to get it like a voice of God. The voice of God is telling you the story. He's the storyteller. And then when the various people are involved, we'll let them pipe off where they've been quoted in the book.
Right.
I definitely now, I'm a big audio note guy. And for those that know me, I send audio. Yes, I don't like texting, nothing like that. So I got to get the audio version because I have to hear you do this voice because just the electricity that when you just speak, it's going to be.
I don't think I have a voice of God to be reading the whole novel. Maybe it's best if we have that kind of person tell you the story, and then I'll pipe in when my character is talking.
Yeah. But either
I don't
way,
know. This is all the first time for me, so I'm learning as I'm going. I don't represent myself to be an expert in this world. Well, what was really cool, you all can Google and check, it's my understanding that if the fans of Jason, if we get the number to 4,000 books sold, we're a New York Times bestseller.
That's a goal.
So in my world, 4,000 is not a lot. No, I have one client, he wants me to come to Niagara Falls with 500. That's a lot, 500 books.
There you go.
So I'll get them printed in Canada, and then they'll arrive like where I go in Canada. And then we'll have a few cities. So there's no duty if they're made in Canada.
Exactly. Right. And you know what?
So look, to go back, you can get it on Amazon now or get it off my website, or you run into me personally, and then I give you one signed and numbered.
Could you like if somebody wants to set this up, can they get you to come over the house and smash through the window or something like that? You know, as an extra bonus.
They could talk to me on my Instagram, Jason2 Warrington, and then we could figure out how I sign them a book and send it off to them. You know, but I'm looking forward to this weekend because I'm curious. In the Baltimore Harbor, I'm in a haunted hotel, the Lord Baltimore Hotel. So that's kind of fun. That'll be the second event with the book launch. Kind of unique and different. You know, no one's done that before.
Our Life in Horror says, I'm in Canada. Hey, I'm in Canada. We go to Niagara for Frightmare Convention.
Yeah, okay. Well, the people that produce the event we're going to do a big party that I've already done Friday in the Falls, but we're going to do a big party in October, and I'm coming in with 500 books.
October is going to be a loaded month. I'm telling you, September, though, the 27th, like this experience, if you're not going to see Warrington prior, even if you see him prior, you got to see him here at the Waldorf for the 20 years of fear, because
I think that's exciting. And that's fantastic to have a 20th anniversary, and we'll have a party, and we'll be there with some fantastic Jason memorabilia,
Boom. That's when you do those eyes, man, it's sick. The eyes through the mask. But look at that. Jason's too.
We have fun with it, and you get a mask, you can get whatever. I'll have machetes. And then, hey, grab a book, because I want the friends of Jason to be the initial core that made this a bestseller.
There's nothing like horror fans. I want to say that, and the loyalty that horror fans have, and they show up. They're very passionate about what they love, and they support. And then
we have a printing of the book, and we'll give them a credit on the back. Say, thank you, Friday fans, for making this a bestseller.
Yeah. Only 4,000 copies.
Great journalists to get their opinion on here.
Yeah,
for sure.
When we go to the next printing, then you can put their comments on the back of the dust jacket. This is a first class. Look at this. If you take the dust jacket off, look at this. This is a glossy, high-end print.
Woo! Look at it glow. Look at that.
Oh, that's a glossy first.
I think I see myself in that book.
Yeah.
There it is. From the computer screen. That's it. I love it. No, it's well put together.
You don't really need it, but the dust jacket is a UV dust jacket. It was the best I could get.
It's pretty damn good. And, as a fan too, and a friend, this is a great opportunity to support you, your story, but also get a first raw version copy of this, right? We ran off of first, what did you do? About 100, and then it'll jump right into your next printing. So hopefully, I think by September, we'll have a decent amount to sell on hand too. So we're creating this really intimate, great experience to where you got 2 hours to hang out with Warrington. Jimmy's cooking up some stuff, some ideas, where we can just really get to know the story and celebrate the legacy.
I'm going to try to produce a movie clip. We could play it maybe 5 minutes on a big screen. It could kind of be fun with some locations. A couple of things going on, could be fun. I'll underwrite the drinks, so you just come hang out. Just come. It doesn't matter. Drinks on me.
Well, we appreciate it, but we're definitely going to talk about more, even the structure as we get closer. Well, off air too, especially, but to let the fans know, check out. You can see all the details, because there's tickets, different tiers for the haunted attractions, for the Bloody Social. Waldorf Estate of FEAR.com. That's Waldorf Estate of FEAR.com. This is going to be a special, really special night all around for the Waldorf for 20 years of fear, for Warrington Gillette, for Bloody Social, for Horror 365. We're doing it big that night. But
we're coming.
Mama Swift.
We are coming, baby.
Mama Swift.
Thank you all. We'll be there. We will be there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve.
And it's going to be a full force night, right? So you have, before the haunt, we're going to hang out for a few hours. We're all going to do the haunt, check out Warrington. We'll have another, we'll have our event, and we'll take it into the night. And I think, that's something special. It's not like one of these conventions where you're going to be online waiting just for a brief moment. We're creating an opportunity for you to really get to know Warrington on a personal level. It's really intimate. It's going to be a great night, and there's going to be a lot of other things to do, right? So I'm excited for the haunt. I'm excited to be with you guys, especially if you're a fan of the movie. You're kind of like an on-site, you're on a movie, tour as well. So you're checking off a lot of boxes in one shot. So it's going to be a really great night.
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Mama Swift.
I'm hyped for it.
All right, guys. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Well, one thing before we let you go, because we did have a question from a fan. We had a question from a fan. it's a random Friday question. Any behind the scenes moments that you can talk about from the filming of Friday Part 2?
I don't know, man. I was having a good time water skiing on Crystal Lake. I had Kristen Baker out there. She was stellar. Of course, that was making the director angry, Steve Miner. But it was all everybody. This was the first time for everybody. Come on, bunch of young people. And no, I was not a 20-year seasoned stuntman. No, I was young. I still am young.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know. You know, there was the trials and tribulation of trying to figure out the character. People are getting killed. And I'm most proud to say, wow, they did a tribute to horror 3-4 years ago. And that big scene blasted through the window got Academy Award. Best scene ever made in a horror film. I mean, come on. How lucky was that?
No, that was big.
First time I hit that glass, I ricocheted off of it. And the wooden framework in the window, I didn't hit it hard enough. You know, because up to that point, no, I hadn't jumped through a window. No.
Oh, well, to ask you, any jumping? This is the first time jumping through a window. So the first time you didn't hit it and you bounced off of it. that had to be.
Yeah, well, it's actual wood, but they cut it in half, so they call it the wood is scored. But I was, you know, I didn't hit it that hard. I didn't have the strength then that I got now. But anyhow, I ricocheted off of it. But I proceeded to do it 20 more times. They didn't have a digital monitor playing it back. No. In those days, the only thing you could see back was Polaroid. You know, shoot a Polaroid and go, oh, yeah, oh, that looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, do it again. And then you fix the face, fix the prosthetics. Okay, do it again. You're doing this 20 times.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, a lot it takes till the director says,
I got not only my Screen Actor Guild day rate, but I think every time you blast through the window, they owed you another $1,000. Another $1,000 per stunt. You know, people get, you know, you get a fee per stunt.
Yeah. So you should have said, I don't like this take. We got to do it again. That's let's keep getting.
Well, no one knew. I never saw anything until the premiere.
Yeah. Did you who did you go with to the premiere? Who'd you take to the premiere?
Well, I had a bunch of friends come, and one of my friends brings in Andy Warhol. So he was with my crew, and he was loving it. Then I had a big party afterwards. But a lot of the cast didn't come. John Fury didn't come. Amy Steele didn't come. They didn't come to my party with Andy Warhol.
With Andy Warhol? God, I wish I was born 20 years prior.
And you know what? It's a shame I didn't get an acrylic. He asked me at that time if I wanted acrylic on canvas. I should have said yes, yes, yes. Can you imagine? Of the Jason face and Andy Warhol, it would be worth millions today.
Oh, forget about
millions.
It. Yeah, it would be more like dripping in diamonds, in blood.
Well, we'll make it what it is, dripping in diamonds. And I think, look, there's going to be a perfume. I'm going to make a perfume for dangerous women. I think we can make maybe the Bloody Social cocktail. I don't know. Sure. It could be tequila, deadly, red.
You know, hey, something different. Yeah, definitely. Who doesn't love tequila? I mean, everybody.
Well, I don't know. And a bunch of caffeine in it because everybody wants a boost and they want it to taste good. A boost and a buzz.
I want an energy drink that'll make me feel like I'm ready to jump through 20 windows, 20 takes of a window.
Yeah, that's right. Well, why are people getting a vodka cranberry with Red Bull? Vodka Red Bull, please, cranberry. Oh, okay. They want to get a buzz and a boost.
Well, you know what? They need it. This drink has to make them feel like after they take a sip, they're cutting a promo like Warrington Gillette or Jimmy J.
That's right. Maybe we bottle it. Maybe we bottle it at a factory in Colombia. Ooh, Warrington's Bloody Social, made in Colombia. Ooh, and the map of the mountains. Ooh, that volcanic soil, beautiful sun. Oh, and maybe some cocoa leaves in there.
And then we'll do another drink that has that. We'll do another drink that.
Oh yeah, get a boost and a buzz. Get on it, Bloody Social.
The palm tree V on it.
The palm tree V. Yeah, the palm tree V for vengeance, baby. You know what we're talking about.
I'm going to say goodnight to everybody.
Yep.
Are you good?
Yeah, thank you so much for your time, man. I know you have a convention in Baltimore this weekend, so the fact that you hopped on with us and
Yeah.
made some time
All
for the
right, I'm
fans
gonna hop
means a
off
lot.
because tomorrow morning I'm heading down to the harbor. It's called Game On in Baltimore.
Game on, Warrington. Thank you so much.
All right, good night, guys.
Have a good night.
night.
Thank you so much.
Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Have a good one,
I'll
Warrington.
see you guys.
Take care, man.
Okay.
We'll talk soon.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
guys. Thank you.
Steve-O, what's going on,
Right.
buddy? Yeah,
Is the live cut off?
No, we are still on. I'm streaming live. I got a couple more things
Oh, awesome.
to drop over there. If you want to stick around, let me know. If not, if you got to go, we'll talk.
No, yeah, I'm down to hang for a little bit, and if you have some hit points or if you want to answer some questions for people, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If anybody on here, I was trying to get to the comments. Warrington was just on fire as always, and it was great. His energy is definitely infectious. I've seen some of the comments here. I haven't seen a couple people in a while. Marino wanted to shout out Jimmy J, the legend. You, the man, you are the legend. Marino, this guy does incredible cosplays. He came out to the first horror event I've done, and he was a great help over there. So I appreciate that. Never forget that, Marino. Always helping out. So I appreciate you, buddy. Tony, of course, my man. Tony, always logging in here. Tony Masseri, thank you, dude, for chiming in, checking in. Lindsay, again, you would appreciate all the love and support. Mama Swift in the building. Hungry for Horror, Matt Griffin in the building. I appreciate you as well. Trying to get to everybody. Of course, the team in the building. John, the most electrifying cosplayer in the game today, Johnny Sparks.
One of the best, if not.
My man holding it down. And then Swift, of course, holding it down. The man himself, Swift Wheelchair Flair, Swifty Sent. Call him anything you want to call him. He's
We're definitely all excited for the 27th of September. A good chunk of our team, hopefully we have planned, most of our team is going to be there. So we're just as psyched as the people that we invite. So we can't wait.
Yeah, no, and I'm glad, like, now, I wanted to give Warrington the time and the floor and the talk and, really talk about Bloody Social more than anything else. But now, if there's any questions, because it's still early enough, even for anybody that's watching this back or watching it now, about this event on the 27th, feel free to shoot us a message and I can give you the breakdown. You can check out the Waldorf site. There's going to be like more details, like what exactly is going on in these 2 hours as we get closer. But just expect you're getting a meal, and you're not getting, chicken fingers and French fries. You're getting a dinner. Okay, not to knock the chicken fingers and fries, but I'm saying you're getting like nice meals, maybe chicken parm, ziti, stuff like that. You're getting drinks, beer and wine. It's open bar. Okay, soft drinks if you're not a drinker, sodas, seltzers, water. Okay, and you're hanging out with Warrington and the Horror 365 team, and it's 2 hours from 5 to 7, September 27th. Opening night. It's opening night of the Waldorf. I keep saying this. This is a big deal. 20 years of fear. It's where they the original Hell House, and it's $50 a ticket. $50. You're not getting that anywhere. I try to make this, Steve. We all here at Horror 365 try to make this as affordable as possible because we know tickets to get into a convention sometimes are $40. You're getting $50.
If you're lucky, yeah.
Yeah, if you're lucky. You're getting a meal and drinks and hanging out with us in Warrington. Come on, man. For 2 hours. And then after that, if you want to go into the house, there's different options to get in, into the haunted house. If you check the site, different tiers, all 4 attractions. You're going to get the live show with any one of those ticket tiers. Horror 365 live show. We're going to be talking multiple topics. Warrington's going to be obviously the guest of the night. And, we're going to be doing some giveaways and raffles. It's going to be a hell of a time, too. So definitely looking forward to this September.
We're excited to have Warrington being showcased because the amount of work and effort that he puts into connecting with fans is like no other. Show me another talent coming from another convention or anything. No one cuts promos like him. People, he goes to as many shows as he can to connect with fans, and he really cares, and he puts in a lot of creativity and work just to make sure that people get a different experience with him. I've known him for a long time, and that's something that's always resonated with him. He puts in a lot of work, and he just wants to connect with people. And people, I saw him in Connecticut, and there was people probably waiting like 30, 40 minutes to see him. It was unreal. People really love to engage with him, and he spends a lot of time to get to kind of connect with the fans. It's not one of these things where you're paying $100 for a signature, 0.3 seconds you're getting kicked out after waiting for an hour and a half. That's not what we're trying to do. We're like anti-convention when it comes to that, because I've gone to many. We want to really create a really tangible experience that people are going to remember and come back and want for more, so we can start anniversarying these opportunities, right?
Absolutely. That's what it's about. All of us here. I don't care if whatever you're a fan of, no matter if it's horror, it's another genre, it's music, it's wrestling, whatever it is, you want an experience. We all do. We want to create these moments and memories, right? And this is what we are priding ourselves on. This is what we're providing for everybody that comes out. So really looking forward to that. And Steve, I want to show everybody, I got some clips queued up here. Speaking of moments and memories, this past Friday the 13th, okay, we had an incredible turnout, an incredible event at the Emmaus Theater, which we have now just continuing to grow that relationship. Shout out to Rob, the owner. He's just an amazing guy. His staff, always on point, very professional. I wanted to show some of these clips here that we had. Little girl, you stole everybody's heart, man. So we're going to show is the winner of the costume competition. We're going to show also everybody singing happy birthday to Jason. Let's get to these clips right now, and we'll show everybody what we're talking about right here. Take a look at this.
By unanimous decision, and with Mom adding a little something to it. Give it up for the winner of the costume competition, Adeline! Let's go! Here we go. Everybody a little something. Thank you, sweetheart. She's amazing. She is amazing. Watch your step there. All right.
Moments like that. That's what I'm talking about. Great time over there, costume competition. That young girl, she's never going to forget. I'm never going to forget it. And hopefully she won't ever forget that. And then this one right here, Steve, got to show this. Happy birthday. Look at the crowd. Just look at the people that we drew this night on Friday the 13th with so many other things going on. I'm just very impressed at what we put together here.
Yeah, come on, let's get here. We got the cake here. I got her. Bring it in. As close as you can get. Fill in the rubber here. Let's do it, baby. Oh, yeah. Look at that. God, what is that from Wegmans? Rob, you spend money, dude. Come on, Bobby. Not Wegmans money. You got Wegmans money, bro. Jason. Oh, man. All right. Here we go, guys. We're going to sing it. All three. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jason Voorhees. Happy birthday to you. Jason, it's just what you like, wasn't it? We talked to Mom.
Oh, there it is. Jason's birthday.
That's cool.
Unbelievable, man. Great time out there at the
Shout out to Josh, Hard Daddy.
Yes.
Always just brings the details and just the passion. He does some great Jasons along with Leatherface, but I really love seeing what he's doing with his Jasons. That's a really nice part 3 right there, right?
No, I think that was part 4.
Part 4, okay.
Yeah, part 4. But it's close.
It was a little hard to see.
Oh, but dude, yeah, Josh, man, staple of Horror 365. What we have going on, his cosplay is absolutely incredible. He gets in that character, man. He owns it. You know, he fully is immersed into whatever character he's playing, man. Let's see what we got. Some of the comments over here. You guys are kicking it. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, John. Epic guys, class act. And then Swift. This event was a Friday. Yeah, 1 and 2 double feature plus live performances, raffles. For what? For under $20, the whole thing. You know. And that's really what it's about, man. It's about just giving the fans an experience. There's one more clip that nobody's seen yet. There's one more. What happened at the end of the night? I know. I'm queuing. I feel like we're doing what remember wrestling back in the morning? It was like superstars, and they go and flash it back in the day, Steve. We're gonna take you back to Monday night. No, well, we're taking you back right now to Friday night. Okay, Friday 13th, and what happened? The conclusion. So, guys, we're gonna actually just add it right to the stage with us, Steve. Here we go. So we can.
Jason.
So I guess I spoiled it.
You want him to talk? Yeah. You have anything to say, Jay? You know, speaking of Jason's mom, isn't it funny how all these years we really thought that Jason had problems with us? Yeah. But really, the only problem was that Jason was just a huge mama's boy, right? Like the biggest mama's boy. Well, listen, you know how we talk about, what was the thing that we had? We talk about honesty here. That's another thing we preach. And honestly, I gotta be quite honest with you, Jason. If my mom was Pamela Voorhees, I would want to drown in a lake too, okay? So, I mean, right? I mean, the woman was just so overbearing. You heard her, she was the cook at her son's camp. Like, what sort of Jocasta electric complex is that? You know, and I don't know why you guys are talking like this, because the other day I made a joke where I said, I wonder if Jason has ever killed anybody with the umbilical cord that's attached to him and his mother, and you guys were laughing nonstop. So I don't know what to say.
Dude, I just find. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
I sat here, I worked this out. Matter of fact, I don't know what you want. I got credit, I got debit. Food EBT. I mean, listen, bottom line is this. I'll get you, hear me. I'll get you the biggest cabin by the biggest lake on the biggest side of the forest. I got connections, I got conventions, I got everything, and I get your bookings. I swear to God. Oh no, typical story. Spoiler! You know what happened?
That's the money guy.
That was something,
Cool.
man. That was cool. I know it was glitching, so I'm looking at the service here. So if you guys didn't see it clear, I was noticing on here. We had a severe thunderstorm over here, so I know the service was going to be a little wonky today, but I'm going to pop it on the socials tomorrow, man. It was a great time at that event. And we'll be back at the Emmaus on August 9th and the 23rd. The 23rd is a Scream double feature, and August 9th is going to be actually to be announced. So we're in between a couple different options. So wait on that. All leading up to obviously the big thing up to the 27th. But Steve, from your experience, right, with us thus far, these years, Hard 365, I want you to tell myself and the fan, tell us what is it about us? How do we differentiate from everyone out here and what we're doing? I think maybe we even spoke on it, but just from your perspective.
I think everyone just comes from different facets of the fandom, whether it's just you're a cosplayer, you're a fan of just slashers from the 80s. We have guys that are into paranormal. We have guys that are just coming from all different directions. And together we're able to kind of connect and really just cover every ground, right? I mean, you call yourself Hard 365 for a reason, right? And that's why, we love it more than the people we meet at conventions, right? And conventions are a great way to kind of come together and celebrate. But when we do these shows and really get into this whole deep dive of what we love, I think we connect on an even bigger level. So happy to be part of the team. Happy to help organize these events, because as a convention goer for probably 15 plus years, I want to make things always better and more efficient, right? Like a lot of these conventions, whether they're expensive, you don't get your time. Time is so precious. So when we set up these events to where people cannot feel the anxiety and the stress of really just being together and hanging and having a drink and a good meal and really kind of getting to see someone like Warrington for more than 3 seconds is something that we're really looking to create the best option, best version of what we want to do for you. So the price is fair. The experience is something that you're going to remember and talk about all the time. We want people asking for more, bigger, better, and more, right? So by doing that, keeping it positive, supporting the initiatives of what we want to do for you is what Hearth 365 is all about.
Well said, Steve. I thank you for that, man. And we're happy to have you part of the team, man. You are a huge asset to what we have going on here. I really appreciate all your hard work and efforts that you put in to help all of us grow, man, as a team and also as individuals. I just want to read this statement from Tony before we wrap it up. Hearth 365, Jimmy J gives horror a heart. They give it their all, make the fans happy, and go above and beyond and make unforgettable memories. Thank you, Tony, for that. That means everything, dude. This is why I do it, not only because I love it, but for comments just like that. So thank you for that. Hungry for Horror. It was a blast, my man. Definitely, Matt, we got to see you out here, you and the missus. And shout out, Matt. Give the missus a shout out as well for me. Appreciate you jumping on this live. Steve, we're going to wrap it up. For Warrington, just an incredible conversation. This energy, dude. I can't wait in person. This in person is like the mega powers, the Hogan and Savage, the handshake is going to go down. And we're going to create these masterful promos, man. It's just going to be.
It's going to be a blast. Warrington's fun. He has a lot to say. He has a lot to share. It'll be an intimate event. I think what's really cool, too, is the location. Whether you're coming from New Jersey, New York, it's worth the drive. It might be an hour, hour and a half, depending on where you live. It's accessible. And we'll all be there together. So it'll be a night that we're really going to be talking about for a while. Again, like you said, let's have these super successful events. We go bigger and better. The more people show and support, it's going to come back to you even more. So you get these opportunities.
Listen, brick by brick. I mean, the more that we do, the more people show, the more good times we create these moments, the more we can actually offer. And that's what it's about, man. It's fans doing it for the fans. And that's really end of the day. We're not here for a long time, Steve. We're here for a good time. We got to count your blessings, not your problems. And remember, let's create those moments and memories that last a lifetime. Next week, I'll be back here Thursday night, 7 p.m. Thank you to Warrington. Thank you, Steve-O, for joining us. Until then.
We'll see you next time.
Yes, sir. Next Thursday night. Next Wednesday, Hearth 365 Live, 8 p.m. Next Thursday night, 7 p.m., The Jimmy J Show, Episode 4. Stay tuned for that announcement coming soon. See you then.